Hi. Boom. Big old frog in the chest style day. I mean, real. Rageaholic inside. Just shadow, sorrow, insanity, anger. At you. And by you, I simply mean that which is apparently not in Ben's control, which is everything. Except a few little apparent things, and I feel a huge sense of gratitude for those little apparent things. For the beauty of this moment. All it takes is a little bit of you, and I feel better. But wasn't I just so angry at you a moment ago? It just dissipates. I just can't stay angry at you because I love you so much. And it doesn't matter if you're insane. Doesn't matter if you hate me. I still love you. It's overwhelmingly powerful. And it hurts to be so misunderstood feeling. To be so vilified feeling. I am aware this is not unique to me. I'm not the only person who has felt that other people falsely see them as less than they are. This is... Well, it's not the full story because nothing is, but it is a reasonably useful orienting framework for how individuals interacting in groups, along all the fractal dimensions of groups, from our little groups to our big groups, fuck it. I lost the fucking thought. I hate everything. It's whatever. I can't hold on to anything. Anyway, okay. There's something really cathartic about being able to just do this, though. Like, I just mowed a bunch of lawns. Beautiful day outside. Everything went really smooth. All my lovely customers. Just like I drip and bleed with love for my customers. Every one of them. It's such a gift to be able to do this little simple dance of working and then getting paid for the work. And feeling like everybody feels like we won. And feeling happy to just mutually demonstrate integrity with a stranger over and over again. And it's like you're all missing the beauty. And you're shadowboxing enemies into existence. And you are literally shadowboxing enemies into existence. I'm so fortunate to be so just dripping with a sense of wanting to be understood and wanting to understand that I'm, at least up until this point, not so susceptible to the energies in me that want to materialize the demon that I feel like a certain aspect of our collective consciousness is projecting into me due to the identity characteristics of my existence. This is really broad. I don't want to impugn anyone in any way for anything. It's just like it's attempting to have like a collective conversation amongst emerging collective, like hyper objects of consciousness. Okay, I'm gonna read. Whatever. It's helpful. I feel good. I feel better being able to talk because some really powerful things happen in the body, and it's like the lesson over and over again of being able to accept and handle what's happening in the body, and to be able to accept and handle the not liking energy that just permeates with all of this, and to learn from it and to grittily commit to make progress and to meet those, to meet the you I'm so angry with just like a tough love. A not like, you okay, kill me if you think I'm that bad. But I just want us to minimize our suffering together. Interesting Christian sacrificial notion. Again, I'm aware that this is deeply non-personal, whatever's happening to me today. Little mini Instagram interaction. Really hurt by the mimetic warfare and the simplification of things. Overwhelmingly distraught by the brilliant, compassionate people getting swept up in a project of litmus testing people based off of very shallow conformist cues into or out of their tribe. Please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me. Like, that's what I was thinking to myself all day. It's like, please, Emmerich, don't do, like, careful with the words, brother. Like, yeah, we can still be friends if we disagree about what the word racism means, Lindsay, because it's a really hard word to describe and define, and it's fuzzy, and it's not used the same amongst all of our minds, and I want to inquire deeper into what we mean and what these conversations are about in terms of expressing our compassion and love. Or are we here to punish? Got this amazing, I'm going to read from the book. I know it's like I pretend like these are about the book, but they're just my, they're becoming more and more outlets for my own inquiry. I could say venting, I could say frustration, those are true, but I'm going to use the word inquiry because that feels much more resonant and wholesome. I wish I could, where is it? Where are you? I found it and I'm like, I don't want to lose that because I really like that. Let me put that somewhere safe, and I put it somewhere safe. It was a, so cool. It was a fortune cookie that said something like, your ability to help will not, or to care will not be recognized by everyone. I liked it. I was like, I need to accept that. But you know what? I'm not actually willing to accept that. That's why I sit in front of this camera and I try to bleed. It's like my body feels better as I do this. So there's something that is just making me feel better, which I need to do after a long day of intense, negative, frustrated, scared, just a real cacophony of embodied sensations in the chest that are telling me that something's wrong and that I have to act in some way to try to mitigate. And I have very little power to do any mitigating, but I have to exercise and express the power I have, or else I'm just going to sit here in more pain. And maybe after doing this I'll be in less pain, and that's a wonderful sign that I'm perhaps aligning myself with my muse. And I think I just need to continue to be brave is the word that pops to mind, but it's just not the right. There's some qualifier I want to use around the brave. Stupid. Brave's not stupid. It's just a little bit. But I have to continue to be and it's like vulnerable, precise, empathetic. Continue to understand, to know that I know not, and to invite others into space, and to be assertive in telling and informing another mind that it is making assumptive reaches outside of the bounds of what is knowable to any of us. So come back to this space of uncertainty with me and let's work things out together. Let's come back from our sense of knowing who is bad and stupid and move into our sense of knowing that we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. It's so much more complicated. It's unfathomably, impossibly complicated. The connections and complexities of this world are absurdly insane. What am I, I get it, okay, I can use all the big words you want. And it's really hard. I'm like right on the edge, you know, the hyperobjects, Gene Gepsler, listening to beautiful Jeremy Johnson, Mutations, with so many fucking amazing, thoughtful, careful thinkers, and none of it's happening in the meme space of Instagram, which is what activated me all day today. My own sense of feeling overwhelmed by a meme and attempting to respond compassionately to the meme and probably failing at it. And now, yeah, having this long form space by myself to just in my own mind feel heard so that I can, like, Mello reminds me, at least be the spiritual hero of my own story. Yeah. Trying. I'm gonna feel better. I'm having fun, and I appreciate your participation and playing along. And I know it's interesting if you do find something like this, because I know this is a weird working out. Maybe interesting. Yeah. No, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're having whatever experience you're having. My experience. Okay, so we did Come as Children last time, and now we're gonna do stupidest name. Okay, love one another. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I've loved. It's not stupid. This is it, right? It's it. Okay. For the last minute, I've absolutely hated myself. I felt all these saying the thing and then questioning the thing. Even this feels disingenuous. What is love? Take a look at a rose. It is possible for the rose to say, I shall offer my fragrance to good people and withhold it from bad people? Or can you imagine a lamp that withholds its rays from a wicked person who seeks to walk in its light? Okay. All of the racists who you hate, you need to love them and help them recognize that their limited moral sphere of compassion is open to expansion. And you model the love. I model the love for you, person who hates the racist. I love you. It's okay. I know you think you have all these enemies. And let's come together from a place of love. All of us, white men and black women and whatever your sitch is, whatever your origin is, whatever you think. Like, staring into the eyes of God, staring into this camera. A little bit addictive, and I'm having a bit of a kind of meditative moment right in the little pointed dot of light at the center. And I know you think I'm looking at you. And I am. Nice. It's nice just to be here together. could only do that by ceasing to be a lamb, right? Withhold its rays of light from wicked people. And observe how helplessly and indiscriminately a tree gives its shade to everyone, good and bad, young and old, high and low, to animals and humans, and every living creature, even to the one who seeks to cut it down. So this is the first quality of love. It's indiscriminate character. I'm trying to feel into what I do and don't love, and it's hard to do. So, this is why we are exhorted to be like God, who makes his sun shine on good and bad alike, and makes his rain fall on saints and sinners alike. So you must be all goodness, as your heavenly Father is all goodness. Contemplate in astonishment the sheer goodness of the rose, the lamp, the tree, for there you have an image of what love is all about. And how does one attain this quality of love? Anything you do will only make it forced, cultivated, and therefore phony. For love cannot be forced. There is nothing you can do. Right, so that's the thing. It is an energy. It's happening. The becoming. There's no control. We're not controlling the arrow of time. I'm getting boringly and tritely esoteric, and it's not helpful. Like navigating the spaces, I go all the way up. There's nothing left to say, but I'm here to talk, so be somewhere in the stack of perspectives. Yeah. Okay. So how does one attain this quality of love? Anything you do will only make it forced, cultivated, and therefore phony, for love cannot be forced. There's nothing you can do, but there is something you can drop. Observe the marvelous change that comes over you the moment you stop seeing people as good or bad, as saints or sinners, and begin to see them as unaware and ignorant. It is overwhelming what happens when that happens. My dear, 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 lovely friends of, I want to say the woke variety, but I hate these stupid words. They don't mean anything. I don't want to pejorative anyone. I don't want to dishonor anyone. Okay. You must drop your false belief that people can sin in awareness. You must. Really grateful for Mello at the moment, by the way. Because it gives me the confidence that there's a real there, that I'm pulling on a transpersonal thread of care that has nothing to do with me. And so when I walk around doing all of this caring and worrying and like sense of deep collective insanity, I have something to hold on to, and it's really helpful. Some community sense of like something. So thank you, Anthony, and thank you, like, world who I'm so angry at for just like helping me as much as you're hurting me. You all are me, clearly. Yeah, I am in way out there mode at the moment. This is like a little overwhelming, a little psychedelic, a little mystical. It's like I see each future as inevitable in retrospect. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, let's drop your false belief that people can sin in awareness. You can have that. I might tattoo that on my forehead. Sin occurs not as we mistakenly think in malice, but in ignorance. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. To see this is to acquire the indiscriminate quality one so admires in the rose, the lamp, and the tree. And here's a second quality of love. It's gratuitousness. Like the tree, like the tree, the rose, the lamp, it gives and asks for nothing in return. How we despise the man whose choice of his life is determined not by any quality. Let me try that again. How we despise the man whose choice of his wife is determined not by any quality she may have, but by the amount of money she will bring as dowry. Such a man, we rightly say, loves not the woman, but the financial benefit she brings him. But is your own love any different when you seek the company of those who bring you emotional gratification and avoid those who don't? When you are positively disposed towards people who give you what you want and live up to your expectations and are indifferent towards those who don't. I must have read that sentence a little off. My apologies. Here, too, there is only one thing that you need to do to acquire this lovely gratuitousness that characterizes love. You can open your eyes and see. Preachy. Real preachy, Ben. Preachy Ben. Bossy Jake. Just exposing your so-called love for what really is. You can open your eyes and see. Just exposing your so-called love for what it really is, a camouflage for selfishness and greed, is a major step towards arriving at the second quality of love. The third quality of love is unself-consciousness. Love so enjoys the loving that it is blissfully unaware of itself. I am tortured by constant self-awareness. But clearly there's a different kind of self-awareness that I'm evolving into. It's not like a social shame self-awareness. It is some of that there. I don't know, whatever. Okay. So yeah, so the body's just like poof, explode. Okay, the way the tree offers its, what am I saying? The love of, yeah, it's so beautiful. Love so enjoys the loving that it is blissfully unaware of itself. Yeah, when I'm like petting my cat, it's just like, there's the way a rose gives out its fragrance simply because there's nothing else it can do, whether there is someone to enjoy the fragrance or not. The way the tree offers its shade, the light, the fragrance, the shade, are not produced at the approach of persons and turned off when there is no one there. These things, like love, exist independently of persons. Love simply is. It has no object. They simply are, regardless of whether someone will benefit from them or not. So they have no consciousness of any merit or of doing good. Their left hand has no consciousness of what their right hand does. Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty and help you? The final quality of love is its freedom. The moment coercion or control, conflict enters, love dies. I don't understand statism. I just can't. I'm closer and closer and closer. Thank you, Eric Weinstein. Thank you, State Psychotics. Thank you, Dan Schmadenberg, for helping me. And all the smart non-voluntarists who helped me recognize that I could well be missing something very major, but love seems antithetical to coercion, and states are predicated on a monopoly over coercion. Whether that's the best game theoretical way for humans to interact with scale, I don't know. But as a whole-on here, Ben, I would prefer to have this body's decisions respected to the extent that it does not negatively affect others. And I want that to be applied across the board to all of us. I'm digressing. The tree will make no effort to drag you into its shade if you're in danger of a sensory. I think I'm at the I'm the tree trying to drag at the moment, which is I think why I'm in a lot of pain. So I need to. There's a lot of transcending to do if I want to hold on to the love and minimize the suffering. Phone. My apologies. Tom, I'm home. Come over. Yeah, I gotta get going, but come over. I'm here. I apologize. Yeah. All right. So I just made a real human being have a short conversation with me, so I could get back to YouTube. And hi, cat. And I just blamed my phone for me not putting my phone on silent, which is awesome. Okay, we're almost there, and then I'm gonna have like a minute to play this cool song that isn't done. Yeah. Okay. Think for a while of this coercion control. Think for a while of all the coercion control these submit to on part of others when you so anxious to live up to their expectations in order to buy their love and approval, or because you fear you will lose them. Each time you submit to this control and this coercion, you destroy your capacity to love, which is your very nature. For you cannot do to others what you allow others to do to you. Contemplate them all in control and coercion in your life, and hopefully this contemplation alone will cause them to drop. The moment they drop, freedom will rise. Freedom is just another word for love. Okay. I'm not going to throw the book this time. I'm going to like wear it as a hat because I want it to be in my brain. Okay. And here's my song. It's going to be sloppy. I'm feeling so lovely in the imperfection of things today. It's nice. Okay. There's nothing wrong. Okay. There's nothing wrong here, but there's also nothing right. So just take it one step at a time. And I've heard intentions pave the road to every hell. I'll bet that sin will get you there just as well. I thought I might leave, but I stayed. Pasture wants a leech and wants a stray. You only stirred but once a day, and so you never stood a chance to break a leg. There's still time to take you down a peg. I thought I might leave, but I stayed. It's all disarray. Mind is that big gets so sincere, sincerely. Oh my, you're gone. Oh my, you're gone. There's nothing left but what lingers on. Tired 'cause the dawn, we're only waiting. The setting sun and the world was one, and then I came. It's not. Okay, yeah! We did it, another one. These are going to get more useful for me. And because I deeply, 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 deeply hope to create synthesis, love, synthesis. I'm just like, I'm staring at all my fellow ignorant humans still trapped in hate. And they hate. And it doesn't make any sense. It's pretty simple. We'll be alright.